Alright. What up? It's Nickster94, and welcome to my 65th weekly Q&A. I am your host, THEGAMERSHANKSTER. This is a place for you guys to ask questions, communicate, receive answers, communicate with each other, have pitiful comment wars, and witness the occasional troll getting blocked. And to witness donations here and there, if that ever happens. Wow, why you can't even give me 1 minute before you start freaking out. Alright. So who do we got here? Usual contenders, Wyatt Chatron, Bill Plumley, Manu Castillo. What is up? I don't see that often. It's too bad, because yeah, you're one of the good ones. Life Series. You are Anthony. Anthony what? I mean, because I feel like I have more than one Anthony on my channel. I've noticed your recent comments. Like, you're always complaining of people disliking my videos. It's funny. Alright, one thing I forgot to do, that I've always forget to do lately, is put on slow mode. So yeah, originally this Q&A was scheduled for 3 hours from now, but yeah, I'm required to be at work around then because something's going on in my state, so yeah. Wow. Okay, you guys are lucking out right now. Something's wrong with the server and it's not letting me put it in slow mode. That's hilarious. Alright. Okay, never mind. Maybe. Okay, yeah. Alright, I need to start answering questions before you guys freaking bury me. Alright. So where do I need to start? Because I'm probably already... Anthony Music. There we go. See, there's more than one Anthony. Anthony Music and Anthony Usury. Like, so that's why I didn't know. Alright. So did I hear about Apple becoming a $1 trillion company? No. We haven't been reporting, like, stuff like that. It's been mostly local news lately. Bill, do I know if I'll actually meet the governor today? No. So when I say he's in town, that was really exaggerated. I don't think he's coming here to my city. He's in our county. So he'll be within news coverage range to where we'll be doing like live shots and whatnot. I need to start the timer. That's what I need to do. Alright, start. Yo, Shinobi03. Manu, you're back after a long absence, dude. Absence due to a lot of bad stuff going on, so yeah. Yeah, I guess I feel you. There's some not so good stuff has been happening to me lately. Like, there's fires going on around me. Alright, what was I doing before the Q&A? What would we be doing after? I was making a couple copies of Q&A layouts that I've created for a specific reason, which within, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes or so, you'll see why. Hopefully Man of Muff shows up, because he's trying to do something. Give me a second, guys. I gotta address something. I'll pause the timer. Yeah, I made like last minute quite a few last minute changes for this Q&A, so I'm not the most prepared right now. Okay. Continue. Resume. Okay. Oh, so one thing you notice, I don't know why this is going on, but this is some sort of glitch. It's not supposed to be visible. So, and I don't know how to fix it. It's the same CSS code I've been using, so it doesn't make sense why it's not working right now. Probably has something to do with YouTube server. So what will I be doing after this Q&A? I'll be preparing to go to work like after an hour after it's over. It's been okay, Arturo. Not the best of times though. Would I play Marvel vs. Capcom to show off Joe and Chris's moves for the channel? No. Because it's not Resident Evil. Carlos, you had a retracted message. Would I ever add age restriction? No. If I were, I should have done it from the very start. AG22, Ganado Village versus Majini Village. Who wins? Ganado Village. They're much more relentless. White Shot Trend. No. Manu, anything noteworthy you should know? Well, if you haven't seen like a latest, some news and whatnot, there's a fire going around me. Why would I rather have Resident Evil 5 Chris arms or solid 6-pack abs? I'd rather have solid 6-pack abs. Alex Crewer. Will Resident Evil 2 remake be good or flop? I hope to damn hell it's good. It'd be such a shame if it were to flop. I don't know I don't know how it could flop. The fan reception has been so good of it. Like, they'll make it good. Life series. Favorite Resident Evil title screen. Alright, Anthony. I have it. Favorite Resident Evil title screen. Title screen, huh? Resident Evil 7. Yeah. Nightboy X99. Did I know Ryan Reynolds is making a reboot of Home Alone, except it's turning into an R-rated stoner comedy? If that's for real, that's actually really interesting, and I might actually see that. Okay. I'll give it 3 more minutes or so, and I'm going to be changing something up here in a second. Be ready, Bill. Alright. So, Bill, did I hear Capcom confirm they will indeed remake more games after Resident Evil 2 launches? I did not hear that. I don't see. The thing is, I don't follow Resident Evil news very much, other than that and what other people tell me, and like because I am subscribed to the Resident Evil YouTube channel, whatever they upload. So news bunch, no. All right. Why am I trying to get Manoff on the Q&A with me? Yes, I am, actually. See, a plan of mine was for Q&A 65, I have Manoff Muff featured. For Q&A 70, I have Bill Plumley featured. Solo, individually, no group Q&As. And then number 75 would be all 3 of you. Yeah, the reason you're not part of it, why, is because you already got your solo. If it wasn't apparent before, you don't own the spotlight. Also, what did I last eat before this Q&A? What will I be eating? The last thing I ate was actually In-N-Out Burger last night. What will I be eating? Probably a bowl of cereal. AG22 donates $1 million towards homeless or stray animals. Homeless. Because animals can dig into their wild instincts and tear people to shreds to survive. Manu, you bet I've been asked more than once, but what are my overall thoughts on Resident Evil 2 Remake being now so close? I can hardly wait for it, and I will halt whatever I'm doing on YouTube the day it comes out and do a live blind play of it, just like I did Resident Evil 7. And that answers Anthony's question, live series question. Will I stream it? Yeah. Wyatt, shut my channel down forever with no explanation to my subs, or give up sex forever. Shut my channel down. Piss myself at work, or shit myself meeting Shinji Mikami. Shit myself Shinji Mikami. Have Shinji Mikami guest star on a Q&A, or Bill Gates? Shinji Mikami. Bill Gates is nothing to me. Least favorite shirt I've ever worn. I don't know, don't care. This is what I'm going to do, Wyatt, when you spam questions. I'm going to answer them with very little thought. Least favorite pants, shorts I've ever worn? Once again, don't care, don't know. Bill Plumley, did I see that Apple hit 1 trillion? I think Wyatt already said that. Hey, Tina Schroeder. Carlos Aranda, it's no surprise Capcom will do more remakes because it's their most nostalgic, especially the older Resident Evil games. I know, so now it's Resident Evil 3 that needs remade. After that, I don't really care what they remake. I mean, the next candidate, I guess, would be Code Veronica, but I don't think that needs remade. It looks good enough, and it's been reported enough. I feel like it doesn't need a remake. It's almost up there with Resident Evil 4, I would say. Survivor could use a remake, maybe, because it's sort of the same engine as the first 3 Resident Evil games, other than being in first person. Alright. Alex Kruger, Revelations 1 or Revelations 2? I like Revelations 1 more. Favorite instrumental? AG22, instrumental or just instrument? My favorite instrument is an electric guitar. My favorite instrumental, I don't really know how to answer that. Arturo Torres, recently you just beat Darkseid Chronicles, and how in one stream I mentioned that Javier Hidalgo is one of the toughest bosses to face, but for you, he wasn't hard at all. Well, to each their own, Arturo. It doesn't change my opinion. Andre Hernandez, well, I started early. Yeah, I mean, I had to reschedule this. Alright, well, someone's not showing up, it looks like. So, instead of Mana being featured in this Q&A, Bill, if you would like to get on Skype, I could shoehorn you in right now if you'd like. I could easily switch the layout, see, like to this, but yeah. Alright, well, until you get on, let's continue with the Q&A. Wyatt, you're the OG Ultimate supporter. No one should be featured on a Q&A without you. No, Wyatt, that's not how it works. Bill, put some ice on that burn. Put some ice on that burn. Life series. After Resident Evil 0, what other Resident Evils would I play for the channel? Well, after 0, the plan is Dead Aim. Speaking of 0, by the way, I finally beat it. For those who don't follow my Twitter and Facebook, I finally beat through it once. I need to do one more pre-run before I'm ready to do the prologue on it. But yeah, now that I have beat it, I have more confidence about it, and I'm less unmotivated for it. But yeah. Wyatt, hyped for when 120 frames per second becomes the standard. Is it really going to look any smoother than 60, though? Because I feel like 60 is high enough to where it's smooth enough. Okay, that's probably going to echo. It is echoing. Alright, give me a second, guys. Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Nothing much. So, yeah, I'm doing this while everyone's watching. That's funny. Okay. No, not a problem. I'm going to go ahead and pause the timer for you guys real quick while I get this set up. Because, yeah, Bill Plumley is going to join the party in a second. So, yeah, Bill, can you do me a favor and tilt your screen down so you go further up? Okay, there you go. Alright. So now I need to... Yeah, that should work. I think that will work. Let me find out. Alright, guys, I'm going to turn desktop audio on now. And I'm going to switch to this layout. So I need to get more in center now. There we go. Okay, so I need to edit something, obviously. Maybe this will help. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to... Here we go. No. Just give me a second. Yeah, because this is all last minute, I mean, yeah, obviously I'm not the best prepared. Okay. So now I guess go ahead and tilt the other way, because now I need you to get back down a little bit.
How's that?
That'll do. Yep. I think that's the best we're gonna get. So, alright guys, so yeah, for the rest of this Q&A, we're gonna have a guest, Bill Plumley. He's gonna co-host the rest of this Q&A with me. And then hopefully we'll have Man of Muff in number 70. This is all just to build up number 75 specifically. If you didn't already know, my plan for 75 is to have Bill, Wyatt, and Man of Muff all in the Q&A at the same time. A 4-way Q&A. It's going to be great if it works. Alright. So, Bill, because you're hearing me, hopefully you have one of your sources muted, like either YouTube or Skype, because otherwise it might be echoing like crazy. I don't know how it is for you.
Yeah, it sounds good on my end. How's it sound on yours?
Sounds good on mine. Alright. Alright, so Bill's here, guys, so you can feel free to ask him questions if you want. And Bill, just like Wyatt does sometimes, although you're a guest now, you can still ask questions from time to time yourself. And, so just feel free.
Fantastic.
Alright, so let's continue. Also, so you're going to have to start paying attention to the questions a little bit, because if they're addressed to you, I'm going to allow you to answer them yourself, So.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've got my phone next to me checking.
Okay. So, where I was... Okay, after Wyatt's 120 frames question. So, AG22, thoughts on that annoying Drake song? Well, I don't listen to Drake, so I don't know which one you're talking about. But I do know that lately, when he drops a whole album, he freaking gains like 15 spots on the top 50 of that week, and yeah, that pisses me off. Wyatt, lose 20 IQ points but gain $100,000, or gain 20 IQ points but I owe $100,000. I'd probably lose the IQ to gain 100,000. I don't know exactly what my IQ is. I'd say it's at least average. I'm not a retard. But 20 points, that probably might make me slightly dumber. Okay, there's a super chat that's going to be coming in a second. There it is. Wow, that's really low for some reason. But, okay. Not the donation, Wyatt, but the sound that it made. It was like really low in volume for some reason. But let me answer that real quick. because obviously it's addressed to Bill.
It's directed to me. Do you want me to answer it?
Go ahead and answer it then.
All right, Bill, how's it feel knowing that you always rank in second to me no matter what you do? Well, it's not really a contest in my eyes, but if it makes you feel better, to each their own. Shankster's not the only channel I support.
Well said, man. That's my philosophy. Okay. Let's see. Tina Schroeder, who do I see me in 10 years? So, how do I see myself in 10 years? Well, if YouTube's not totally dead by then, which I feel like it will be, hopefully I have at least 10,000 more subs by then. As a person, though, I should be, like, I'm actually one of the most liked people at my workplace right now. If I'm still there in 10 years, I'm pretty sure I'll be, like, an executive manager or director by then. So, that's what I'm hoping for, I guess. Manu Castilla, you're actually pretty excited for Resident Evil 2 Remake, but personally, you're far more hyped for the upcoming Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so that kind of overshadows it. That's cool. I mean, that's the only other game that I actually noticed from E3 besides Resident Evil 2 Remake, so I guess I can feel you there a little bit. I don't know how far behind I was before I brought you in, Bill, so it might be a while before we get to your questions.
That's okay.
Okay. Okay, so Wyatt, if I could only save either my sister or my girlfriend from the car fire, which one would I choose? In this scenario, trying to save both gets us all killed. I really hate these kinds of questions, Wyatt, because that's a scenario that's not going to happen, so I really don't want to answer it. I'm going to executively say that I'm not going to answer that. It's sort of an immoral question to me. Alright. Nightboy, if a friend asks to borrow my PS4 and games and says he would give it back to the next day and find out he says he broke it and he threw it, what would I do? I would probably throw a fit. Now, Bill Plumley just donated $50 patron after our Skype call. Wow. Wyatt's gonna get pissed off, but he really shouldn't see it that way. Just see it as mutual support, that's all.
It's one team, one dream.
Alright. Alright. Well, thanks for the donations, and yeah, let me see, my 50... I keep forgetting what my $50 reward is. But... Oh, I have to send you a copy of my... I have to send you my videos to download before I even upload them to YouTube. That's what I gotta do. Okay. Alright, no problem. Alright, keep going. This is getting interesting real fast. See, these guest Q&As are always the best, it seems. Alright. See, where was I? Oh, I see. Carlos, the last boss in Resident Evil Revelations is one of the pain in the ass to fight. Revelations? So, the Abyss, Jack Norman? Yeah, Jack Norman. Yeah, he is a pain in the ass to start with, but once you memorize his moves, I feel like he's alright. Now, Wyatt just topped Bill for the sake of topping him. No problem, matey. You'll be 100... Shit. Oh my god. Wyatt's going $100 patronage after this Q&A. Is that for real? Please don't feel pressured to do that, Wyatt, if you're not prepared to do that. I don't even know if I'm prepared for you to do that. Because I do know what the $100 reward is. I have to Skype with you every 2 weeks, and you're going to be pretty much taglined in all my social media at this point. Alright, let's see. I keep losing my spot because of this. Okay, Bill, what do I hope to see in the live-action reboots? More similarity to the games, I guess I would say. That's...
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Arturo Torres, only be able to play trading card games or only be able to play board games for the rest of my life? Board games. I never got into trading card games, to be honest, in my life. But I have played plenty of board games. Wyatt, if Bill Plumley came over to my place but took off all his clothes and walked around naked, what would I do? I would kick him out straight off. The same goes for you and anybody else who attempts to do that.
And you have to be a pretty fucked up person to walk into somebody's house and just strip down, Wyatt. Just saying.
Bill, do I think Resident Evil 8 will stay first person or move back to third person? Well, I'd rather not speculate about Resident Evil 8. I would just say I would rather stay at first person than move back to third. Or move back to fixed camera angles, because that's my favorite type. But, I don't know. Manu Castilla, you remember slow mode being put at first with Wyatt's question spam in mind, yet it seems he skips it now. Yeah, it's because he's a mod now, so he's able to override it. Moderators aren't affected by slow mode. I know, but I still enforce some rules on him, Manu, so don't worry. Like, if he has a series of, like, 6 questions in a row, I tend to either answer them without any thought, or I just skip some of them. So, AG22, if I were dirt broke and wanted to play Resident Evil 2 Remake, would I consider selling an organ? I wouldn't go that far to buy the game, AG22, no. Because eventually it would get cheaper, and then I would get it when it's cheap. Andre Hernandez, recently bought Resident Evil 5. That game, in your opinion, has many unfair moments. Also bought 4. Well, if you think about it, almost every game has at least one unfair moment. Especially if you're not smart enough to save. Especially in the classic ones. Wyatt Shotron, choose from the following 2 loadouts to survive a Revenant apocalypse. Loadout A is Resident Evil 4's Tactical Vest, the Smith & Wesson XVR 460 Magnum, and a lighter, or Resident Evil 5's Melee Vest, dual-wielded CZ75Bs. Please look up. I actually know what those are, Wyatt. And some rope. I'm going with the first loadout. Yeah. Alright, we're reaching when you're about to be in here, Bill, because I see your comment. Give me a second. Wyatt Shotron, choose from the following loadouts to survive the Reaper Apocalypse. Barry's Rev 2 Assault Rifle, the Knights Armament Company SR-47. Blacktail with Fire Rate 1 and 2 electricity grenades, or the Daniel Defense DD-M4 MK18. Okay, fine. I don't know what that one is. But let's do this real quickly. Freaking Daniel Defense DM. I'm just going to copy and paste it. Okay, it looks like an assault rifle. It looks very similar to that. Okay, the Beretta PX4 Storm with reload 1 and 3 flash grenades. For Reaper Apocalypse, well, flash grenades don't do shit against Reapers, so I'm going with loadout A on that one. Because the electricity grenades might actually do something. Carlos Aranda, what's been going on with the fires? So it's been well away from me for at least 3 days, maybe 4 days. It's still really close to my folks' place, so, but they got containment lines, or they're working at the lines, so I'm hopeful that they won't let it get into the town that they live in. Nightboy, that happened to be one of your friends a couple weeks ago, and he was really pissed. I don't know who you're referencing. Alex Kruger, favorite pistol of every Resident Evil game. Okay, well, I'll try to answer that as quickly as possible. Resident Evil 1, it's the Beretta 92 Enox, which is the only featured in ranged mode. Resident Evil 2, it's Leon's VP70 Burst. Resident Evil 3, it's the Eagle 6.0. Resident Evil Code Veronica, it's the Beretta M93 Africa. And Resident Evil... Alex, okay, I can't answer that there's too many games. I'm gonna take way too long on that question. So sorry, you need to be more specific. Wyatt Shuttron, get killed by an enraged Bill Plumley wielding throwing sticks from Joe Must Die, or get accidentally killed by a bumbling maniff who accidentally drops an electricity grenade and kills me. Okay, well, I don't really care who does it. So either die from throwing sticks in Joe Must Die, or an electricity grenade. I'll take the electricity grenade. Andre Hernandez, you need to beat 0. You are very close to beating it when you stop playing. Yeah. It's worth beating. The ending is pretty badass. AG22, is Wyatt mad? He might be. Okay, why? Okay, so I guess now your questions start in. So do you see that first question?
Yep.
Alright.
From Wyatt. Bill, did you steal your Twitter handle from a 10-year-old? Actually, it's been my PSN since 2008, so I was younger back then, but also it's more original than just your name, Wyatt.
Alrighty. Burn. Nightboy, I am from California. Bill, where are you from?
And where I'm from Pennsylvania.
Alright. Arturo Torres, do I think if me and Bill teamed up, we would be able to survive a normal zombie outbreak? I feel like we would. Yeah, Manu, streamer with a guest. You know you sound rude, but you don't think you got to meet him prior. That's alright.
Hello.
AG22, Wyatt is slowly losing his superior status. No, he just needs to learn to share that status. Okay, and then we got Wyatt's $5 donation, so we already read that. Alex Kruer, do I think Resident Evil 6 was a good game despite straying from the series survival horror routes? I think half of it was a good game, specifically because, like, half of it was trying to return to survival horror. Like, Leon and Ada's scenario specifically. Chris and Jake's scenarios failed miserably. Carlos Aranda, what is my next gameplay? You asked this just before, just ignored it. So, after Resident Evil 0, I plan to play Dead Aim. Andre Hernandez, you're a big fan of the channel. Too bad you don't have a PC. Well, if you got your phone, if you've just been using your phone or something, that's good enough. Alright, Life Series asked you a question, Bill.
Yeah, he's asking me if I think Wyatt is jealous about me. I don't think he's jealous, per se. I think we equally have status on this channel. He just gets threatened about being top dog, which, honestly, I don't care who's top dog.
Alright, Wyatt Shatron, YouTube collapses tomorrow or Facebook collapses tomorrow? I would rather Facebook collapse because I really only go on it to check, like, if people, I don't know, tag me in something or whatnot. Just my notifications, that's it. I hardly ever post on it. Unless something's going on around me, like right now, and then I post a little bit more. Also, always drive everywhere naked. I'd be naked only in the car. Or get gut punched by Leon once a month. Well, if I only have to be naked in the car, someone has to sort of be standing right next to my car to actually see that I was naked. I'm sure people drive shirtless all the time, especially in the summer, so I'll go ahead and drive naked. That's not a huge deal. And then I got Bill's $10 donation with the $50 patronage. Arturo Torres, question to both. We had you, I guess you as an individual, if we had a son, would we rather name him Caleb or Thomas? Out of those two names, I'd probably go with Caleb because I already know a Thomas in my branch of family. So, just some diversity.
Yeah, and I would go with Caleb as well.
Alright. AG22 is addressing you, Bill.
He salutes my hustle to overtake Wyatt. Well, I'm not trying to overtake anybody. I'm just showing my support for the channel.
There you go.
But thank you.
It looks like another question for you.
Yeah. Carlos Aranda asking, how much do I know about Resident Evil? Well, I've played every game in the series religiously, as in beating them more than 10 times, except for the Outbreak games and Zero. So I've got a fairly strong understanding. Plus, I check the wikis and everything. I do a lot of reading on the series.
It looks like there was a question before that from Life Series. Did you see that?
Oh, whoops, sorry. For me, favorite game. If we're talking Resident Evil, it's going to be Resident Evil 3. Overall game, even though it's not out yet, it's going to be Marvel's Spider-Man that comes out next month.
Alright. And then it looks like Wyatt asked you something.
Yeah, I'm not answering any of those KMFs.
So I'm right there with you. Thinks he knows he can't ask me gay ones, but he thinks he can get away with it with others. I don't think so. Andre Hernandez, or is it that you don't really like KMF in general, even if it was all women?
I do the women, but not the gay stuff. That's just dumb.
I know. Andre Hernandez, you personally think 6 is a good action game? Would be great if it had Jill and a Claire campaign, less quick-time events, and have a better story. Well, if that were the case, then it would overall be a better game, in my opinion. And then I get why it's $11 to $100 patronage. Shit. AG22, hey, every time someone new joins a guest live chat, I should make them do an initiation. What do you mean? Like initiation? Like introduce themselves or whatnot? I mean, the only way you can earn, like, the only way you can become a guest, really, is if you gotta make some sort of significant contribution. Once again, Wyatt, obviously, because he's probably the top supporter. Manif, because he gave me a shout-out in the past. And now Bill, because kind of like Wyatt, he made significant donations. So, yeah, you got to make some sort of contribution to me, either through money, as greedy as that sounds, or by other means, like Manif. Manif didn't gain status through money. He gained it through shout-out and just by attending the Q&As constantly. And according to Wyatt, he actually attended every single one since 25 until the last one. And seemingly this one. Only because I changed it up last second, so I don't blame him. Alright, Nightboy, can you borrow some patron money, anyone? I don't know. So if you're a content creator, give him reason to donate.
Exactly. Give me a reason to give you money.
Manu Castilla, you guess you'll go back to throw random questions. Most to least favorite final boss themes in all Resident Evil main games. In Resident Evil 6, I can pick a single favorite. And this question goes for both of us. Shoot. Okay, main Resident Evil games. Final boss themes. Okay. Most to least favorite. Okay, I think I can do that. My most favorite is Resident Evil 3. Then I'll go Resident Evil 2. Then Resident Evil 4, then Code Veronica, Rev 2, 1, Rev 1, 6, Leon specifically, and then I guess that leaves 5. That was kind of hard to answer, man.
It's a lot to keep track of. Okay, so for me, starting with most favorite, it's going to go 4, then 2, 3, 5, 1, Rev 2, Rev 1, Leon 6, and then 7.
Oh, I forgot about 7. See? And you forgot about Code Veronica.
Okay, so Code Veronica would probably be my number 4 spot.
Okay. And for me, Resident Evil 7, let me see, final boss? It's like second to last. How about that? Okay. Life series to both of us. Favorite board game. My favorite board game would have to be Monopoly.
And for me, if you consider Dungeons and Dragons as a board game, it would be that. If not, it would be Battleship.
All right. Arturo Torres, to me, did I notice that in Resident Evil Damnation and Leon's Vest there are 2 vials of herb mix? I don't know if I actually noticed. I mean, I enjoy the CGI movies, but I don't pay attention to super detail like that. Alright. I don't even know if we should care to address that.
No.
Wyatt, it's official, you're the god of the Gamershankster. I guess so. Now that you chose to go that far. It's just a little sad, Wyatt, that it required a push from someone else for you to do that.
Yeah, I mean, are you trying to be better than me? Because I don't really see that as an arguing point.
Carlos, another question for Bill.
Yep. What's the first Resident Evil game as well as the very first game you ever played? So my first exposure to Resident Evil was Resident Evil 3. The first game I ever played, I think it was a Sonic game. It was something for the Genesis.
Alright. Wyatt, will I ever do a Q&A in just my underwear or with no shirt for the ladies? If I knew that it was an exclusively female audience, with you, I guess, as a moderator of them, then maybe. But that is sure as hell not going to happen, because I've only seen maybe 5 different ladies, like, actually attend these. Let me see here. Tina Schroeder, that's one of them. Try to survive a Wyatt or a Tina apocalypse. Considering I know who Wyatt is, and I've, like, talked to him pretty much in real life, along with Bill and Manif, actually, now that I think about it, I think I'd rather go with the Tina apocalypse, because a Wyatt apocalypse would bury me much faster because of all the spam. Okay, so yeah, I'll go with Tina apocalypse. Wyatt, will it? I already answered that. Oh, I guess I skipped Tina's question at first. Okay, AG22, have I ever thought of being my own patron? Is that even possible? No, it's not possible, and no, I've never thought of it. I have considered being a patron for other people, but those channels are kind of defunct that I ever considered. AG22, oh, I already answered that. Manu, and by the way, you see that Wyatt hasn't changed his habit of always wanting to be on top of everybody else. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Live series, people that say XD are horrible, and no one likes them, that's what I heard. Well, it's just an emoticon live series, get over it. Wyatt, play Western RPGs and nothing else for the rest of my life, or JRPGs? I'm not sure what JRPGs are. Do you know, Bill?
Yeah, that would be like Final Fantasy, stuff like that.
Oh. I think I would rather go JRPGs then. Because I actually own Final Fantasy VI, also known as Final Fantasy III for the Super Nintendo. It's the only Final Fantasy I own. I never fully beat it, because it's a long-ass game. But yeah, I would go with JRPGs, because Western's not my forte. Also, Wyatt, be forced to see friends and acquaintances naked, or always be forced to see family members naked. See through their clothes with no option to see them differently, close their eyes. I'm not answering that, Wyatt. Jeez. Okay, AG22, yeah, Wyatt is being narcissistic. Yeah, Coaster Chaos, thank God I'm safe. Yeah, I'm safe. Carlos Aranda, Shankster, what's the most embarrassing death I've had in the series? The most embarrassing death? Probably simply getting clawed by the Hunter in my Resident Evil 1 full play. It wasn't even a decapitation. Wyatt, what would I do? Would I do a video review of Resident Evil 2 Remake? Not a full-scale review like you're saying, no. What worries me about Resident Evil 2 Remake? I don't think anything worries me, necessarily. I'm still not digging the fact that they made Mr. X into a full mob boss, but... Also, get killed by the monster from 4D Executor or by a Skaghead. We'll go with 4D Executor. Alright. Manu Castilla, hey, by any chance is it known what originally started the fire that's hindering my life? You don't live in the U.S., but I don't have any info besides the little video they made. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's something I never actually mentioned. So the cause of that fire, unfortunately, was vehicular failure. Mechanical failure on a vehicle. Like on the side of the road. Yeah. So it was a complete accident. There's no one to prosecute. Man, the owner of that vehicle, maybe, but how would have they known there was a mechanical failure? I don't know. So it is a little sad. As of right now, I believe it's 141,000 acres. 41% contained, so at least we're getting some containment on the beast. On my side of it, that's where the containment line is. So I should be completely safe. But I really wish they get some containment on the other side now where my folks are. Okay, Wyatt Chachin. The monster from 40 Executed versus 100 Sea Creepers. I think I'd still go with 40 Executor. I don't want to drown and get eaten alive. Wyatt Chachin. You're not mad, threatened, or jealous. You're just disappointed. Why? Did you really think that your status was going to last forever? I mean, I'm only, like I keep saying, I'm only going to get more popular. For all we know, within a year, we're going to have some, I don't know, person that I just happen to, I don't know, graze his love for Resident Evil, and he happens to be like a top-notch executive of some firm, and he might top both of you and give me $1,000 donation for all you know. So, don't think that's going to last, Wyatt. Or don't hope too much that that's going to last. You can only stay on top for so long before you outright... I mean, that's what I'm saying. You need to get it out of your mind that you're top dog and just be a supporter like everybody else, okay?
Yeah, and who knows, next month I might get bored and jump up to the $100 tier.
Alright. AG22, question for Bill. It's a KMF, but it's all female.
Yeah, KMF, Jill, Resident Evil 5, Ada, and Sheva. So I'm killing Sheva, I'm going to marry Jill, and I'm banging Ada.
Alright. Artura Torres, which shirt design is better? A road that splits with two signs that say both Silent Hill and Raccoon City. That's a nice shirt. Or a bunch of enemies around a typewriter and says, don't forget to save. I'm so going the typewriter route. Especially for the classic games. I mean, you need to remember to save if you're not, like, super good at the game, at least. The only reason I don't is because I believe I'm super good, but I could still get killed. Sad Kilf. Hey, so long you're sorry, but it's your job. That's fine. No one person is dedicated to attend the live streams, people. Apparently only Wyatt seems to have that status, but he put that on himself, so. Wyatt, ask Bill a question.
Yep. How many times have you been pulled over by the police when driving? So I've been pulled over once. I was about 19. It was because I was driving too slow in the fast lane.
Too slow?
Yeah.
In the fast lane.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Not to brag, I currently have a clean driving record.
See, I didn't get any type of corrective action. He was just like, go faster.
Go faster. So, that's hilarious coming from a cop. I would have thought they would have told you to get over. Because, yeah, people who drive slow in the fast lane, renegades.
Yeah.
Alright.
And next question's for me again. It's from Wyatt. Can you have my Facebook login? You can absolutely have it when you give me your credit card number.
Never cut my hair again and let it grow indefinitely, which I'm kind of doing right now, or go permanently bald. I really dread going bald, so I guess I would rather just never cut it again and let it go wild. Wyatt Chatron, on a scale of 1 to 10, how canon do I consider 4D Executor to be? 3. I don't really consider it that canon. AG22, question for both. Who's more thick, Angela or Excella? I personally think Excella is thicker.
I think Angela.
Alright. Tina Schroeder to both. Are born in the USA. Born in the USA. Yeah.
Full-blooded American.
Alright. Wyatt Chatron to Bill. Oh, great.
Yep. Bill, would you rather have your mom get killed by Dr. Salvador or your dad get killed by Crimson Head Manif? Well, I don't like these questions as well, but I'll play ball. I'd rather have my mom get killed by Dr. Salvador because it would be a quicker death because you'd have to get pulled apart by the Crimson Head.
Well, yeah. That's kind of what I would say. I would go with the quicker death. Carlos, Excella hands down. Live series, question to Bill.
My favorite animal. That's tough. I don't really think about stuff like that. I guess a dog. I enjoy dogs.
Alright. Wyatt Chatron, if I ever visited Japan, would I go to one of the 4D theaters that's still showing 4D Executor so I could experience how it was originally meant to be experienced? If I noticed it somehow, like if I was just walking down the streets of Japan and I saw that, yeah, I'd probably go right in. Alright, KMF for me, I guess. Sexy female American assassin, sexy female ninja, and sexy female black op. Okay, well, I'm killing the black op. I'm marrying the American assassin, and I'm banging the female ninja, the kunoichi. Hell yeah. AG22. If I knew I'd die early, how would I do my final Q&A? Oh, jeez. I would make it... I would make it 2 hours at least, and I would try to use... It wouldn't be a Q&A. It would sort of be a reverse Q&A. It would be me addressing you guys, being appreciative of all the support you've given me over the years, for those who've been around that long anyway, and the newer guys, and how I was so thankful to make this hobby of mine a much better experience than it was 5 years ago. Alright. But yeah, that's what I would do. I would basically do a huge thank you. Wyatt Chatron, KMF, sexy female nurse, sexy female firefighter, sexy female cop. Okay. Okay. I'm killing the cop. I'm marrying the firefighter, and I'm banging the nurse. Tina Schroeder to both. Can we imagine a Resident Evil 5 with the style and gameplay of Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3? It's actually quite easy, because in Lost in Nightmares, there's a little Easter egg where you can play in the fixed camera angle mode. So yeah, I could totally imagine that.
I feel it would definitely feel like 3 with pacing, but it would only work with the level design, I think, up until you get to the ship, because then I think it's too open for the fixed camera angles.
Yeah. Alright, Wyatt, have to watch out for revenants every time I go outside, or chainsaw Magini. See, both have I believe, I forget if the Revenant has an insta-kill attack. It's been a while since I played Rev 2, but, I know Chainsaw Magini only has insta-kill attack. They don't have a standard attack, so I feel like I would fare better if it was Revenants. And plus, I could do stealth attack on Revenants. You can't do stealth attacks on Chainsaw Magini. So, yeah. Alright, for the final boss theme question, both forgot 0. Shit. Well, personally, 0 would be either somewhere in the middle of that list or towards the not so much side. It's not one of my favorite themes when it comes to final boss.
Yeah, it's on the lower end of my list as well.
Yeah. Wyatt.
Yep, for me. Did you like the Battleship film? I haven't seen it, but I've heard mixed reviews about it.
There's another one.
Yeah, have you seen Brokeback Mountain, aka Wyatt's favorite movie? I've seen it. I enjoy it. Probably not for the reasons that you like it for.
All right.
Is that another question for me?
Yeah. Looks
Let's see. Giant spider, not the black tiger. Plague crawler and giant moth from Resident Evil 2 got into a fight. Who would win? I think the giant spider would still win. I feel it's a little bit more aggressive. Plus, it's got the poison. I think poison's more potent than giant moth.
All right. Which color do I like more, black or white? Black. Yellow or green? Green. Blue or red? Red. It's my favorite color. AG22, thinking of opening a merch online site. I'm not. I feel I'm still not popular enough yet to even consider that. And I would need some sort of manager to make the merch. Tina Schroeder asked you a Bill question.
Yeah. Do I like Germany? Yes, Berlin and Munich were pretty awesome. I visited them back in high school.
All right. Dallas Martinez, what's up? Manu Castilla, personally, you would like to become a guest someday in the future. You'll try to return to being a regular and hopefully donating a Patreon in a close future. Discounting you may go holiday soon. For sure, Manu, I will say that you are well known in the sense. I mean, you're one of the most informative people when it comes to my full plays. You and Murat Balamza really are the top two when it comes to information. So you're very close to the point where I may actually be willing to feature you at least once. I'm actually, as you can see, I'm not very strict on requirements to be featured in a Q&A. Because, I mean, just look at Man of Muff. All he did was shout me out, and I was like, alright, that's good enough. Really, just at the end of the day, it's my decision. So if I decide to do it, no one should judge why I'm doing it. And Wyatt, you shouldn't feel threatened just because I feature somebody if they didn't make a significant donation. It's my choice. It's my channel. It's always been my channel. And there have been people longer than you, buddy. I mean, as far as I remember, you've only been a fan of my channel for no more than 2 years at the most. So, just saying. I mean, I've been on this thing for 8 years. Almost 8 years.
I've been watching Shankster for about 5 or 6 years. I just never commented or did any of this stuff.
Okay. So yeah, Wyatt, just lose the narcissism, please. So Wyatt, if I had to get a tattoo of either the U.S. flag or the California state flag, which one I would choose? I'm disappointed with America in a lot of senses. California, the only reason I hate it is because of the fucking taxes, but I'd rather go with the California flag. Carlos Aranda, I guess that's addressed to you, Bill.
How did I hear of the channel? So I can't remember exactly which video it was. I think it was one of the early weapon reviews or melee reviews. I think that's how I came across it. Back with the Generation 1 recording quality.
Yeah. Man, that was the only thing it could have been back then. I mean, my very first weapon review, I believe I uploaded in 2011. Resident Evil 1. So, could have went as far back as that.
Yeah, I think 3 was the first one I watched.
Alright. Wyatt. Addressing Manu, feeling threatened again. AG22, what is the oldest game I've played? The oldest game I've ever played. So, probably be the very first game I've ever played, which was not a Resident Evil game, by the way. The very first game I've ever played... Oh, no, that's not the question. The oldest game I've ever played was Pong. Pong for the Magnavox Odyssey. It wasn't on the Odyssey, but it was Pong.
Same. I played it on the original Atari 2600.
Yeah. Trivia question, Wyatt Chatrin. In Resident Evil 4, how much money do we get for killing the first Dr. Salvador? Is it 5,000 pesetas or 10,000?
I think it's 10,000, and then if you manage to kill both of them in the village, the second one gives you a ruby.
Ruby, that's right. I did know that. All right. Watch, Wyatt's now gonna put a comment down. No cheating. Don't give him the answer, Bill. Tina Schroeder to. Or no, wait. There's one more from Wyatt. When I first meet Lewis, what does he want? Let me see here. See, Leon rips the tape off his face.
Yeah, I can answer if you don't know.
No, I'm thinking. I have the cutscene in my head. I'll get it. I'm trying to think of it. You're not like them. No, you. Do you gotta smoke?
Yep.
You gotta
That's
smoke. Okay.
And he's got gum.
Got gum. Yeah. This is why I can't wait for Resident Evil 4, because I know a lot of it. Alright. Tina Schroeder to both. Fight a Dr. Salvador or a Chainsaw Majini in real life. See, for me, I would rather fight the Majini because he's more predictable. Like, he's slower in his movements, and he taunts a lot. Like, he'll just sit there with his chainsaw while Dr. Salvador will not stop, like, charging you. So, that's what I'd say.
For me, it would be Dr. Salvador, because once he goes down once, he's down. With the Majini, usually they get back up and they go into that rage mode.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. I would just get a hell of a lot of distance before he came back up. Alright, let's see. Wyatt Chatrin, what does the second Dr. Salvador in Resident Evil 4 drop? Whoa, wait. I honestly don't know. If it's I don't know if it's money or actually a key item, but I don't know. Arturo, it's a ruby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he meant. Okay. Okay. Arturo, how would I feel if on Resident Evil 2 Remake's launch I get extremely busy with work and get home 2 a.m. and have to work the next day? It very well might happen. Unless it's released on a Saturday or Sunday. Because, yeah, I work the 5 weekdays. But what I would do is I would live stream as much of it as I can before work, and then I would continue it another day. I didn't beat Resident Evil 7 on the first day. I did 7.5 hours of live streaming straight, and then I came back the next day and did 2.5 more hours. Yeah. Not saying I'm going to beat the game that day it comes out. Amanda Castilla, just a reference to someone else. Bill, or AG22, Bill versus Wyatt in a death cage match fight. Well, I don't know how they are physically, so I can't really answer that question. The only source of information I have is maybe their stature. Which I personally would say looks roughly similar. But that's just based on what I'm seeing. What was it? Wyatt Chatrin, trivia question. Resident Evil 4, you free a dog who later helps us. Which of the dog's legs is trapped? Well, I know it's one of the backs, so that narrows it down by 2. I think it's his back. I want to say it's his back left.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yep. Oh. I just got a text from Manif.
Ooh.
Just asking how am I. Hey, Manif, I'm gonna just text him real quick. Q&A still going. Age 22. Least favorite Kool-Aid flavor. Also, what happened to me?
Oh boy.
Well, that's the timer going off. Shit. I don't even know if he got my last few messages. Okay, well, the timer's going off, so let's make Tina Schroeder, well, yeah. Well, I guess the actual last question will be why it's Wolverine versus Thanos. Okay, so let's finish this up here. Least favorite Kool-Aid flavor, also what happened to Mana? I guess he just wasn't aware that I had to push this 3 hours ahead. Because, according to the messages. But my least favorite Kool-Aid flavor? Least favorite? I guess the green flavor? I only know, like, red and blue. Whatever flavors those are. Yeah, he's totally misinformed. Okay. Manu Castilla, if I were to get myself a tattoo in a spot, it would be easily seen and hard to hide it. What tattoo would it be? What tattoo would be? It would be an umbrella logo. Bill Plumley versus me. So once again, why I don't know how good we are at fighting.
I feel like we would talk it out. Like, we wouldn't even get to that point.
Fight. Bill Plumley versus Tina. What kind of person are you, pitting a man against a woman?
Yeah, I would never hit a girl, so.
Tina versus 3 Hunters Elites. Well, I don't know how much she plays Resident Evil, but she'll probably manage. Life series to both. Worst enemy in the franchise. That is a very vague question, but worst enemy, and that can go two ways. Like, worst enemy in terms of, like, the most dangerous, or worst enemies just because you don't like them. Like, I'll just choose the Reaper from Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, I guess hardest one would probably be, I want to say Jack Baker on Madhouse difficulty in 7, but the one that's just completely pointless is Pluto from Dead Aim.
Alrighty. White Chatron, 5 Ganados versus 1 Skagdead. I think those Ganados are going to die. Manny Stovall. Do I like Dino Crisis? I just don't play it, so I'm neutral on it. Arturo Torres. Final question to both. Would rather own a SIG P228 or a Beretta PX4 Storm? I'd probably rather own the PX4 Storm.
Yeah, I've actually shot both, so I'd actually pick the 228 over the PX4.
Good for you. Alright, AJ22, question for Bill.
Have I played or heard about Doom? Yes, and I'm excited for Doom Eternal's gameplay next week.
Alright, Tina Schroeder. When I would get rich because of that, would I allow to get a Yowie viral? That story implies you dumped Wyatt for Bill, but now he tries to get you back. Your comment, Tina, is like worded kind of badly, and I can't really understand it. Star Trap. Hi. White Chatron, also Bill.
I can always add custom amounts to my pledges, so you'll never match me. I'll just keep upping. Each their own.
I mean, Wyatt, I think all of these statements are empty to Bill. So, I mean, you're just wasting your time. Wyatt, Skagdead versus Bill Plumley armed with only mace. Well, unless, Bill, you manage to get him right in the eye, I mean, you're probably dying. But then anyone will.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Jiminy. Okay, what? I'm telling you. Like, I see near the end how you're spamming like you usually do. So, once again, I'm probably going to skip a bunch. Age of 22. Dr. Salvador versus Chainsaw Majini. Okay. You know, because the Chainsaw Majini does come back up and just goes rage, he probably will win. Alright. Solid Fire. You're late. We're already at the end. Wyatt Chachan, you liked Brokeback Mountain's score. Not sure what you... I guess, Bill, you enjoyed so much about it.
Oh, nice burn.
Wyatt, 7 Ganados versus 3 Novistadors. The Novistadors are going to win. Me versus an Evo Umbrella clone of myself. The Evo Umbrella clone is probably going to win. Evo Umbrella, you versus the Umbrella Ashley. Ashley's going to win. 3 Leons versus 2 Shivas. 3 Leons. AG22, your Wi-Fi isn't working now. You'll see me in the next video. It was nice seeing Bill. Have a nice day, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, take care.
Alright, I'm getting tired of these questions, Wyatt. Tina Schroeder, to both. When you would have a twin, would you abuse that power to prank people? What? When you would have a twin, would you abuse that power to prank people? Oh, the power of the twin. No.
Yeah, probably not.
That would be cruel. Wyatt, I really don't want to read this out loud. But it's just trying to make a point. Let's break it down for real. You've been here longer than Bill. Here, known, yeah. Maybe.
Can I say something about that?
Go ahead.
I don't care, Wyatt. I have this. I have other channels I follow. Good that you're supporting Shankster, but I don't care if you're top dog.
2, you've donated way more. Well, we all know that, so there's no need to emphasize it. 3, you were modded first. Again, I think everyone knows that. You were featured in the Q&A first and have the most Q&A appearance. So, what is this in reference to? What I said earlier? Like, was it because I said get the status of top dog out of your head? Because, like I said, someone eventually will top you. I feel like it could happen. It could happen. And it might happen. That's why I say you probably should not be so threatened when other people join in. Here's what I say to you, Wyatt. You're not monopolizing supporting me. You can't monopolize supporting me. Wyatt. Yeah, I'm skipping all of these. Manu Castilla, Resident Evil 5 trivia. Where is the only Big Man Majini in the main campaign that does not drop a gold bangle upon death? I don't know Resident Evil 5 as much as Resident Evil 4 in terms of the campaign. But I'm just going to throw out a wild guess and say it's on the ship deck. I'm going to say, yeah, the one on the ship deck. Life series, most stupid AI in Resident Evil games, Resident Evil 0, Revelations 1 and 2, Resident Evil 4, 5, or 6. AI. Gotcha, like your partner character when it's not controlled by a player. I'd say the most retarded AI in all of those games... Yeah, I'm going to go with Resident Evil 5. Because they don't, unless you give them free reign, like through the game, they'll never switch their weapon to a more powerful one. And they'll heal you with a first aid spray when really an herb would have sufficed. Alright. Like Tina said, why does it bother you or hurt you so much, Wyatt? Michael Cho, what are my expectations for Resident Evil 8? I'd rather not speculate. What? Okay, so we're at the end of the Q&A. I'm done with those superhero questions, Wyatt. I'm pretty sure way back in the past I told you I'm not going to answer those anymore.
Well, before you go, can I actually read a comment that he put down below? And it kind of makes sense. I'm kind of upset that we didn't catch this earlier.
Oh, okay.
He says, I love how I'm the focal point of this Q&A despite not even being the one co-hosting it. You want a medal?
See, Wyatt, that's what I'm saying. You make your own spotlight even though if you're not featured. So I don't know why you complain when you're not being featured. So, chill. Alright, that's all I'm going to say. Alright, people, so I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. Thank you, Bill Plumley, for attending.
Great being here.
Yeah, for sure. And sorry, man, if you couldn't make it. Obviously, I don't even know if he's still. I don't know if he's still aware because he hasn't joined once. But don't worry, man. If you look back on this, I hope to have you Manifed in 70 if you're watching this. But anyway, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed that Q&A. This is Shankster94, aka The Gamer Shankster. Rate, comment, subscribe. My links are down below. You got a couple of Bill Plumley's links down there. Under him, join him. I will see you guys in the next Q&A. 66. Have no idea when it will be, but yeah. And I'm making some progress on 0 finally, so hopefully we'll start seeing some of that sooner or later. But alrighty, peace out. See you later, Bill. See you guys.
Yeah.